Okay, ji. Stem and leaf is made for discrete data, which means exact values of spread. Whereas in this, normally you will be required to find out your mean, your lower quartile, upper quartile, interquartile, median. When we do stem and leaf, let's just pull down an example question. Some students appeared for a test of 50 marks. Your marks are as follows. Let's say 8, 4, 2, 19, 11, 10, 18, 19, 20, 24, 28, 39, 34, 36, 38, 31, 48, 42, and 49. When I am distributing the data in stem and leaf, then I will have to select a stem and the leaf as well. That means a stem can generally be the first value of the data that is there. Now, if I see the data starts from the minimum value of the data is 2. So if I just distribute my entire data in stem and leaf, so stem will be there and there will be leaves as well. So we can directly make a chart representing these values. You will be preparing column which will represent a stem and leaf. As I said, your stem will represent the first value and it starts minimum from 0, because if I see the data consists of two numbers till 49, 48, 42. If you see two numbers are there, that means units and tens are used. So I'll be taking down stem as what? 0, so that the minimum value of the unit will be 2, and then we will have 4, and then we shall have 3, or we shall have 8. So 2, 4, and 8. How many numbers are there when we have 0 stem? That means the frequency is 3 for this. The frequency will be 3. Similarly, if I see that the another stem will be 1, for this, your leaf will be, since it is 10, so we'll put down 0. We have 11, so we'll put down 1. Then we will have, if any number is repeating twice, we will be writing it 2 times there. That means we will be writing, if 11 is 2 times, so we'll write down 1, 1. But here we have 10, 11, then we have is 18, 19. So there should be 8, there should be 9. And if I just see that the data that is there, there are 290s in the data. 219 in the data. So that means we'll be writing down 9 2 times. And this will represent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will represent 5 as in frequency, because 5 datas are given when they are in the round of 10. Similarly, if we just see, there are numbers with 20 as well. So we start off with what? 0, then we go towards what? 4, then we move towards what? 8, and these are the three numbers in 20s. So the frequency for this will be 3 again. Then we will look for the numbers in 30s. So 3 will be your stem, and there should be 1, 4, 6, 8, and 9. So that means 5 numbers are there. 5 numbers will be there. Similarly, we have numbers in 40s as well. So for 40s, it will be 2, 8, 9, which means your frequency is 3, and the total data we will have will be the sum of the frequency, which will be summation of f. 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15, 15 plus 3 is 18. We'll just correct this thing again as well. 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 plus 11, 11, 16, 19 it is. So this is 19 in total. That means the frequency for the data, that means total number of data are 90. We will be sorting down this thing as in ascending order. We will be sorting down this thing as in ascending order, because in the data for the stem and leaf, you will be required to find out, required to find out the median, your lower quartile, your upper quartile. Whenever you'll require to find out the median, you always need to have your data in the ascending order. This is normal stem and leaf. This is just the stem and leaf, which will represent just one data. There are back-to-back stem and leaf as well, which will represent two data. We'll be doing the back-to-back stem and leaf as well. But before that, there are certain things that the stem and leaf requires to calculate, which means number one is the median. Number one is the median. Now, when we are making the stem and leaf diagram, there is one little thing that is very important. Since you prepared stem and leaf yourself, you will be giving key as well, which means this key will be representing the stem and leaf data. For now, let's say the key is 3/4. Now, this 3/4 represents 34. You can keep your key as per your own limitations. For suppose any student would want the key to be 48. So 4/8 represents 48. Giving this key is important for the examiner to look at the stem and leaf, and the key will obviously give you marks in your paper as well. Now, if I look at the median, if I want to calculate the median, I know one thing, that median is 50% of summation of F. Median is the 50% of summation of F. Now, summation of F, that means in this, you will also be looking forward for odd data. Your odd data will represent the formula of n/2, n+1/2. Whereas if the data would have been even, your formula would have been n/2, n+2/2. Generally, in the stem and leaf topic, we'll make sure that we take out our median through the formula, not through the percentage. The formula will be n+1/2 for the odd. The other formula will be n/2, n+2/2 for the even. So let's just work upon the median as for the question itself. For the example, your n was 19 since it was submission of F. Now we know one thing, that this is odd. So n+1/2, which will be 19 plus 1/2, and this will be 20th term. What does 20th term mean in the stem and leaf? That means we will be starting right from the start, from the first value, right from the first value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your n plus 1 upon 2 represented 19 plus 1 upon 2, which was 20 upon 2, which means 20 upon 2 is the 10th term. Your 10th term is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means for this question, your median is 24. And what is 24 representing? 24 is representing the marks. So that means in this question, when we will be writing down median, we'll write down median as 24 marks, because median was basically the 10th term. Median was basically the 10th term, not the 20th term. It was the 10th term. 20 divided by 2 becomes the 10th term. Then that means the median becomes what? 24 after counting from the very first value. And remember, the values will be in the ascending order when you are keeping down in the stem and leaf, because in the ascending order, then only we can find out the median. Now, the other thing is the lower quartile. Normally, your lower quartile is 25% of data. 25% of the data. But in this case, in stem and leaf, your lower quartile will be median of median data. Now, what does that mean? We already calculated the median as 24. We already calculated the median as what? 24. Now, before 24, if you see how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 numbers before your median. So your lower quartile will be median before the median. That means your median number will be taken, your lower quartile will be taken from these numbers. And how many numbers do we have? 9. So if we have 9, so that means your formula again will be for what? Odd. Your formula will be for odd. And your odd formula is n plus 1 upon 2. But now your n is 9. So 9 plus 1 upon 2 becomes 10, fifth term. This will be your fifth term for the lower quartile. This will be your fifth term from the lower quartile, which clearly means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11 will be your 1, 2, 3, 4 and 11. 11 will be your lower quartile, because after 11 there are again 4 numbers, then the original median is there. So that means 11 will become your lower quartile. 11 will become your lower quartile. So lower quartile is 11. Then your upper quartile, again upper quartile will be, basically upper quartile is 75% of submission of F. But again, median of median data, which means we will be counting down the numbers after the median data to know the nth value. So it will be representing the same numbers, but we'll count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is again representing 9 numbers. So n plus 1 upon 2, 9 plus 1 upon 2, 10 upon 2 will be the fifth term. Fifth term after the median, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So your median is 38. So we will write down this thing as upper quartile. Again, for upper quartile, you already know that n becomes 9, because after the median there are only 9 terms left. So n plus 1 upon 2 again 9 plus 1 upon 2 becomes 10 upon 2, and 10 upon 2 means fifth term. And your fifth term after the median was represented by first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So your fifth term is 38. So we write down our upper quartile as what? We write down as 38 becomes the upper quartile. If the question wants the interquartile range or interquartile, then the answer is answer of the upper quartile, answer of upper quartile minus answer of lower quartile, which means 38 minus your answer of upper quartile is 38 and the answer of lower quartile was 11. So 38 minus 11 will become 17. So 27. So 27 will become your interquartile range. So upper quartile, there would be three things normally being asked: your upper quartile, your lower quartile, your interquartile, and your median. Since we are now working on back-to-back stem and leaf, you need to understand that your two data will be represented in your stem and leaf diagram. Your data will be sketched through the following, knowing the minimum value of the both data and knowing the maximum value of the both data. Your minimum value is 8 of the boys, whereas your maximum value is 52 of the boys again. So that means you will start your stem and leaf from 0 to, your stem will be from 0 till 5. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means your entire stem and leaf have the data starting from unit till tens. So if we just write down stem here, so you need to understand your leaves will be on both sides now. Your leaves will be on the right and your leaf will also be on the left. On one side, it will represent one data. On the other side, it will represent the other data. Now, let's say your boys are represented on the right-hand side, whereas girls are represented on the left-hand side. We are representing the leaves. Your starting value is 0. Then we have 1, 2, because obviously 12 are there, 3, 4, and we'll move forward till what? 5. Then we know this, that the minimum value was with boys and that was only 8. There's no other value in the units. There's no, we'll just complete the boys first so that it starts 0, 8. We have 12, 14, 16 and 18. Then we have 2, 21, 24. We do not have any value in 30 for boys. So we will leave that point empty. Whereas 40 we have 49 and for 50 we have 52. If we just write down the frequency, this should be 1, 4, 2, 1 and 1. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Summation of F for this will be 9, which is an odd data. Similarly, for the girls now, your minimum value for the girls was, your minimum value for the girl is 18. So 1 and 8. For 20, we have 22. We have 22 and we have 28. 22 and we have is 28. So 28, we'll write this thing down. Then we have is 32, 34, 35, 36. For 40, we have is 41. And we have is 18. Your frequency for this will be 1, 2, 4, and 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. So for this even, your summation of F that we have is 9. So this is your back-to-back stem and leaf diagram. So when you have back-to-back stem and leaf, for both data, you will be asked to find out median, you will be asked to find out upper quarter, you can be asked to find out lower quarter, you can be asked to find out the interquartile. Remember this thing that if you have even data, just by chance, if you have even data, we write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's say we have 20 even numbers in this. So if we just calculate the median of this, to calculate the median, your median would have been n upon 2 comma n plus 2 upon 2. 20 upon 2 and 22 upon 2 will be 10th and 11th term. That means these two numbers would have been the median. So if you see, there are 9 numbers before 10 and there are 9 numbers after 11. So to calculate lower quartile, we will be doing n plus 1 upon 2, which will be 9 plus 1 upon 2. The answer would be 5th. So 1 to this value will be your lower quartile. This is your median. And similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, n plus 1 upon 2 becomes 9 plus 1 upon 2, which means 10 upon 2 is what? 5th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 16 will be your upper quartile. So in median, you need, in even numbers, you need to understand that you will have a median, but before the median and after the median, you will be using what? N plus 1 upon 2, because the normal data before the median will be odd and after the data it will be odd again. So this was normal stem and leaf diagram that is tested in your syllabus.